today. Hi, everybody. My name is Laura Dankoff. And in case you don't know me, I am a nurse practitioner and I treat a lot of women that are going through the trials and tribulations of menopause. And the reason we're all here today is we're going to talk about the problems with hot flashes. This is probably the #1 complaint that I do hear from women. And so I hope everybody can see my screen. But I do want to talk to you about this today, as when I see women on a regular basis, this is usually their #1 complaint and the most distressing symptom that they have associated with menopause. So let's get started. As I mentioned, I want to welcome you again for coming today and being a part of the Menopause Sisterhood. This is a group that was started by myself and actually some of my sisters. As you can see here, my sister Nancy Monroe approached me about this. Sometime last year. She was suffering from an awful lot of hot flashes and having several a day. They were keeping her up at night. And she knew that I was treating a lot of women with similar problems. But she wasn't interested in taking any hormone replacement therapy or even natural bioidentical hormones. So being the businesswoman, she sought out the help of her partner, and together they developed a product called Cool Cami, which she wears. It's a cooling liner that she can wear during the day to keep her hot flashes down. She has fewer and fewer as a result of this, and also is sleeping better at night. As I mentioned, I'm Laura Dankoff. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I've worked in healthcare for many years, and a good part of that time as a nurse practitioner, I've been helping a lot of women navigate through the changes associated with menopause and the changes in their hormones. I personally also experienced problems with hormonal imbalances several years ago and was feeling miserable myself, and in the process of helping other women, I also ended up helping myself as well. So we'll go over some things here today and see if we can't help you feel a little bit better about what's going on with the changes in your hormones. So we're going to talk about the 4 secrets to turning off your hot flashes today. And I bet you feel like this woman a lot of the time. You're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold. And you're probably wondering, what is happening here? What is it that is going on that I'm having these hot flashes? Why? And it's often just drives so many women absolutely mad. So let's first talk about what are some of the symptoms associated with hot flashes. And I'm sure you can relate to many of these if you're experienced them. First of all, you can have intense feelings of heat. You might have rapid or irregular heartbeat, feel flushed and red in the face and neck. A lot of times these symptoms will start in the belly and just rush up to the top of your head. You start to perspire profusely. It's often interrupting your sleep several times a night. And like I said, you can feel hot and then cold. Sort of like this picture. One minute you want your fan, the next minute you want it off. At night, you may be hot and throwing all of your sheets and covers off. The next minute you're freezing because you've sweated and now you've cooled back down and you're cold. It's a vicious, vicious cycle. Here's a rather busy slide that looks at the science behind hot flashes. It's believed that 3 out of 4 women experiencing hot flashes during menopause. And sometimes these can go on for many years. There was recently a study that came out that showed that women can experiencing hot flashes for up to 14 years. That's a long time to be that miserable. Hot flashes are a hormonal condition where you feel sweaty and red, as I mentioned, flushed, and they're very embarrassing, particularly if you're a female working in the business world, and to be in the middle of a meeting and have this go on and saturate your clothing and your chair and be beet red, and guys in the room are looking at you like, what the heck's wrong with you? Believe it or not, they say they're not quite sure what causes hot flashes, but they think it has something to do with your hormones, and most certainly I think it does. As you are approaching menopause, you are having a decrease in both your progesterone and estrogen levels. And this can possibly mess with the thermostat located in your brain, in the hypothalamus area. This is what may be triggering those hot flashes, and with the regular feedback loop that occurs between your brain and your target organs, such as your ovaries, that produce a lot of estrogen and progesterone leading up to menopause. In addition to this, the brain will respond by, constricting or dilating your blood vessels and increasing your body temperature. So there's a lot of science behind what is going on, obviously, and who cannot agree more with the fact that it probably has something to do with your hormones. And I bet you're tired of this hormonal roller coaster ride and would like to get off. Now, we could spend hours talking about this. We often do at menopausesisters.com. We have a weekly radio show, and you're welcome to go over there and look at that. And also get on our email list so you know some of the things that are going on. I'll often, try to get some sort of helpful message out to you at least once or twice a month, and also write some blog topic related to menopause. But for today, we're going to talk primarily about hot flashes. So you probably are wondering, what is triggering your hot flashes? Certainly, as I mentioned, hormones are a big part of that, but there are some other things going on as well. So today we're going to talk about the 4 secrets to turning off your hot flashes, and there are some things that you can do. First of all, you want to avoid the triggers. You want to remember to breathe and find balance, because certainly stress is a trigger. We'll look at ways to keep cool and talk about herbal support as well. So here are the primary hot flash triggers that we're going to talk about today. As I mentioned, hormones are a big trigger for your hot flashes, with the change in estrogen and progesterone level, particularly with estrogen. Stress is a huge trigger, and who doesn't have stress today? We live in a very demanding and fast-paced world, to say the least. Diet, you want to make sure you have a healthy diet. There are certainly some foods that are going to be bigger hot flash triggers than others, some of which you see listed here, which include caffeine and alcohol. As soon as you take that glass of wine to relax in the evening, it is going to trigger a hot flash in just seconds. Carbohydrates, that's another thing that women will do for comfort. Maybe you're craving chocolate or something sweet in the evening to have with your alcohol. Those carbohydrates will also trigger your hot flashes. As I mentioned, stress is a huge problem. A lot of women that are approaching menopause, not only are their progesterone and estrogen levels lowering, but likely their cortisol level is lowering as well. They're having more insulin resistance. Their body's trying to compensate and hold on to things, so you gain that weight in the midsection. This has to do with blood sugar regulation, your body wanting to hold on to estrogen, and adrenal burnout, really, at this point. And the result of this is, are you not only stressed out, but you have less capacity to handle that stress. And women are doing everything for everyone and often putting themselves last. We are all guilty of this. And so it's really important at this point in time, more than any other time, to take time for yourself. You have to make yourself a priority and try to find balance. And that might mean you only take 5 or 10 minutes a day, but you take that 5 to 10 minutes and you sit quietly and do some slow, deep breathing exercises, or you get out and go for a walk and do what I call a walking meditation. There are definitely some things that you can do to help yourself. If you want an immediate relief from your hot flashes, say, I don't have time to think about all these lifestyle changes that you're asking me to do right now. Um, so what is something I can do right away to get some relief from my hot flashes? Well, as I mentioned, my sister Nancy, she developed a product to help herself, and she does make this available. You can see there at coolcami.com, and this is a fabulous product. The fabric is made from a renewable source of bamboo, so it's very soft, and you can't tell it here, but it's very discreet. But there's a cooling liner that you insert along the area of the belly there, and this cooling liner will last for, I believe, 4 to 5 hours, and has an interchangeable one to help keep you cool all day. Additionally, you can see the woman here on the right laying on a cooling mat as well to help at night to keep you cool. This is an incredible product. I don't think the picture does it justice alone. This would be a great way to help you, because after all, how much money are you spending on various over-the-counter supplements? And we will talk about some supplemental support here, but how much are you going to spend in a year on that? You easily could spend into the hundreds of dollars, and with the cooling liner, uh, this is a great investment for you. Now, having said that, I'm all about getting to the root cause of the hormonal imbalances, and I do encourage you to look at lifestyle. That's key number one. Stress management, lifestyle, and diet have to be factors. You want to make sure that you're eating a healthy diet. I always give people the 5 top pillars to turning around your diet, and often that involves, always I would say, involves no sugars, no processed foods. Um, you want to make sure that you're eating organically as possible. And a lot of people have trouble with gluten and dairy, so experiment with that. Take those out of your diet for 4 weeks and see if you don't feel better. It could actually be life-changing for you. Now, before I go on, I want to tell you a little bit about an upcoming program I do have, that if you want to learn more about how to help yourself before, during, and after menopause, I do have a Menopause Survivor Guide group coaching program coming up that I'm super excited about. And this is going to be for women that are interested in learning more about what you can do to survive menopause and be in control of your own destiny, and not feel like you're walking into your healthcare provider's office and walking out with no answers. You're going to get real answers here and real guidance on things that you can start doing to survive menopause. In fact, you will even make your own menopause survivor guide. During this program, you're going to discover the 6 root causes that are keeping you from thriving rather than just surviving menopause. And we're going to look at, is this menopause or am I going crazy? So understanding your symptoms, a lot of women do feel like they're going crazy, and they'll go into the healthcare provider's office and say, well, I think you're just depressed. Let's give you an antidepressant. It just makes you mad. You say, I'm not depressed. I'm just frustrated. I'm having all these doggone symptoms. And what am I going to do about it? How are you going to help me? And oftentimes they really don't have any clear answers for you. So during this program, you're going to develop your own menopause survivor guide and start taking steps to getting off that hormonal roller coaster ride once and for all. It's really a jam-packed program with tons of information for you. So when you sign up for this program, it's a $197 great value. Easily this program could go for $1,997 with everything that's in the program. Now I'm going to be sharing more with you in a minute on how you can sign up for that program. So, having said that, let's get back to our hot flashes. So, next I'm going to talk to you about some herbal remedies that can help with hot flash relief. Some of these you may have heard of, some of them you probably have never heard of. So I'm going to go over each one of these in a little more detail and some products out there that I would recommend if you're wanting to try this. The first one we're going to talk about is rhubarb extract. And I'm sorry, this picture isn't very good here, but the name of the product is Estrovera, and it's by Metagenics. And it's an all-natural product that helps to relieve hot flashes. They did a 12-week clinical study that showed significant improvement in hot flashes for women over the course of this study. So it helps modulate estrogen balance. The next one I want to talk about is black cohosh. This is a very familiar product. All these products you can find on my link there at PureRxO or at pathtohealthandhealing.com. That's my other website, and there is a link to PureRxO there. But black cohosh is great. It helps modulate estrogen balance. I particularly like this product because a lot of women also have trouble with burned out adrenals and trouble with sleep. So it's 2 tablets a day. The morning tablet you take helps support adrenal function with the ginseng, and the black cohosh helps with the hot flashes. Then the evening, there's also black cohosh in the evening pill, but also valerian. Valerian helps you get a deep, restful sleep. But one thing about valerian is you've got to give this time, give it 4 to 6 weeks to get the full benefit. This will not be instantaneous in that respect for that. Hot flashes may be a little sooner. It also has L-theanine in it, which is a great product to help with nerves and relaxation, particularly if you're feeling on edge with all your hot flashes. Next is the product called Prairie Mirifica. It comes from a kudzu out of Thailand. There's only a couple of good products of this on the market. There's some knockoffs that aren't so good. Dr. Christiane Northrup, she's a gynecologist, developed a really good product called Amada. Groundbreaking daily regimen for women who want to embrace the wisdom of menopause while alleviating its symptoms. This is a quote from her. It's been around for hundreds of years. As I mentioned, it was discovered in Southeast Asia, the area of Thailand. And really, this product can be used for both men and women to help modulate hormone balance. I know there's some testimonials of men that take it and they say they'll never go off of it. There has been formal studies done on it as well, and this is a really great product. In fact, if you've had breast cancer, they believe this would be safe for you to use this as well, but I encourage you to look at those studies. I do want to say here too, on any of these things, this is all for informational purposes only, and this is not a replacement for seeing your healthcare provider for any of this, so I do want to put that in there as well. The last two I want to talk about are passion flower. Passion flower and evening primrose. Passion flower helps cool anxiety that can trigger a hot flash. And it also has gamma butyric acid in it, which is a great amino acid or neurotransmitter that helps with mood, anxiety, and also at night when you're trying to sleep and you can't shut your brain off. GABA is really good for that. Evening primrose is an essential fatty acid that helps regulate estrogen balance and has a cooling and calming effect. So those are some great things to help get you started. Look at your diet, look at stress management, look at maybe getting the Cool Cami product at coolcami.com. And here are some also, like I mentioned, some herbal remedies you can try. Now, if this, really interests you and you are ready to do more to help yourself, I'd encourage you to look at joining the Menopause Survivor Guide group coaching program. During this program, it will be 4 weeks long. And you'll receive 4 weeks of sharing and exploring your path to life after menopause, or even as before menopause. A lot of women start having problems before menopause. Menopause is defined as going a whole year without a period. We're going to do this in an environment that's very supported with other women on the same journey that you are. You're hopefully at the end of this, you're going to feel better, have more energy, and have more peace of mind, body, and soul. On this journey, you will be given step-by-step guidance along with all the materials you need to uncover the secrets to better hormone balance and getting off the hormone roller coaster once and for all. You will have direct access to me and my expertise during the live group coaching sessions. So I encourage you to bring your questions. There will be opportunity for questions and sharing. Certainly, most healthcare providers that do what I do, if they're offering individual consults in a lot of these programs, they're going to charge anywhere from at the low end, $200 up to $600 per hour of their time. And, we're going to have 4 live group coaching calls lasting anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. And you're getting the whole program for $197. I mean, that's a deal. That's a bargain. Note, if you can't attend the live calls, no worries, as each call will be recorded and available for MP3 download, so you can play back anytime you want. During this amazing program, you will be putting together your own menopause survivor guide, as I mentioned to you earlier. You'll have your own personal guide, and it will include understanding what is happening to your hormones during menopause. So what is going on with those hormones? You'll have your own specific menopause symptom list and what is causing them, so you have a better understanding what's going on there. You'll discover the steps you can take to help support better hormone balance by addressing your own unique root causes of those imbalances. And you're going to develop your unique menopause survivor contract with yourself. After all, I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face and give you tons and tons of information, but ultimately, it's going to require you making some changes in your life. We'll look at what tests you need to reveal what is going on with your hormones. I mean, you can guess, but it's best to test always. And you'll discover how to maintain balance, not only about menopause, but just your health journey as well. And if that's not enough, I got a little over generous with the bonuses. These bonuses alone are worth easily, I'm going to say, over $250 just in bonuses. So as you can see here, there's a list of a ton of bonuses you're going to get, including these will all support you through your whole menopause journey, including detox your body for better hormone balance. The second bonus is herbs and spices to boost health during menopause. The third one speaks to the problem of insomnia, which a lot of women experience during menopause. So I'm going to provide you with insomnia cures without medication. The fourth bonus is lead by example, just how to lead a positive and healthy life. And then libido is a huge problem. So we're actually going to give you a bonus on how to restore your libido, which is a very difficult thing to do. You'll be given a meditation for relaxation. You'll be given a guide on steps to reducing stress and promoting better hormone balance. And also the eighth bonus here is you'll be given a stress-reducing meditation along with one more secret bonus. Plus, I understand that I make this it's important to understand that making this investment, that I do provide a guarantee within the first 14 days of purchase. If you get the material and you start going through it and it's not what you want, I will certainly look at giving you a partial refund due to the electronic nature of this material, because a lot of it is going to be downloadable. All I have to do then is, if you have any questions, just send me an email at laura@pathtohealthandhealing.com if you feel like this program is not right for you. But to learn more about this program, If you want to sign up for it, you certainly can by going to Menopause Sisters and go to the product page link, and you will see the Menopause Survivor Guide program there. And I want to thank you. Nancy isn't here on this call today, but I do want to thank you for being with me and hope that this helps start you on your journey to better health before, during, and after menopause.